Hello, and welcome again to another live stream. My name is Desmond, and my channel name is SYWK Podcast. We're live on I have made Instagram open so that you guys get the notification. I'm mainly live on my YouTube channel, so go click the link in my bio and join me on my YouTube live. So, in tonight's live stream, we are going to talk about our favorite horror movies of all time. That includes Bollywood and Hollywood. And since it is the topic of horror movies, I have a question for you guys. And the question is I will just put it in the chat so that everyone can read it. The question is The Ring. If you guys know the movie The Ring, how long do people have to live after watching the videotape? If you have watched the movie, then let me know the answer in the comments. If you haven't watched it, then you are seriously missing something really, really important in the world of horror. You guys need to watch this movie. So, yes, I will tell you the answer after a while, but let's move ahead with the live stream. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and mainly like the stream so YouTube can push it to more people who like to watch horror movies and a lot of people can join in. So the question stands, if you have watched the movie The Ring, how long do people have to live after watching the videotape? Let me know the answers in the comment. I will tell you the answer, but after a while. So now in tonight's live stream, we will be getting to anyone would like to join in and would like to suggest any horror movies, then just feel free to join in. The link is in my description. Feel free to join in anytime. So now let's go ahead and get our first guest. That is 3 a.m. Fear Podcast. So basically, she has her own podcast. Her name is Nikita. She has her own podcast, YouTube channel, Instagram account where she's really doing well. And I've invited her for tonight's live stream. So please, Nikita, can you hear me? 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 already informed her. Even she has her own podcast, which is called as Desi Horror Podcast, and even she covers amazing stories on her Spotify account. So go check it out. All the details are in my description. So let's move ahead and let me see. The question still stands. Nikita is saying 1 week. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not going to reveal the answer now. Great to catch you live today. ORBS Chaser. Great to see you live today after so long. Thought of mine. Hey, hi. Trimurti is here. Hi, Trimurti. I hope you're doing fine. I hope everyone is fine. I guess you guys are new on my channel, so welcome, welcome, welcome. And tonight's topic is about horror movies. Feel free to suggest different kind of horror movies you have watched. So let's move ahead till Nikita and Swati does not join in. I will be talking about the first movie. Now, should I start with the good movies or should I start with the worst movies? I need you to tell me in the comments what should I start with because I just want to know that what you would like to listen first. Because there is one movie which I saw yesterday, and I'm telling you, it is one of the most creepiest movies I have seen so far. And it's not that I have not seen the series of this movie. There are different parts of this movie, and one of the part was not very famous. But then when I watched it last night, it really gave me nightmares. Trust me. So yeah, that's going to be a part of the chat. Nikita is one person I always keep telling her, please don't feel shy of camera. You have to face it. You have to because I keep pushing her to start doing live streams on her channel as well. She really does good content, but I guess, I feel that she's shy, but it's okay. You need to go out of that zone and you need to face the camera because that's very important in our field. Yes. So anyways, Nikita said that we'll start with the worst movies. So now there are a couple of movies where the hype is to an extreme level where a lot of people will talk, "Arey, this is one of the best movies," and this, that, and so many reviews you get from so many people. So there is a movie. I will tell you the movie's name, but I will tell you the backstory of what happened with me. See, now whenever a horror movie is releasing, there is a marketing team for them, and that's how they promote and market the movie in such a way that they will somehow put in public that when the actors were you know shooting for the movie some paranormal incident happened. I'll be very honest, this is all bullshit. To be honest, there's nothing such happened. This is just a marketing tactic so that it gets a hype so people talk about it. And there is a movie where it released, you can say, almost a decade. Not a very famous movie, but it comes in not related related to zombie kind of a movie thing and this I don't know, a lot of people will disagree, but according to me, at work, basically a colleague, she was telling me, "Hey, you should watch this movie, Megan is Missing. It's one of the most scariest movies, and people on the internet and everywhere on Reddit and YouTube, people are talking about it. You should watch it. It is scary. You should make some content about it." So then I decided, चलो अभी सब लोग बात कर रहे हैं तो let's see ना. what is this movie about? So फिर मैं क्या किया? I went one evening home after work, put off all the lights, I brought popcorn, I connected my TV to the home theater, and I started watching the movie. Trust me, not not it was not less than 30 minutes in the movie I got bored. And I was wondering, where is the horror element? Where is the story? The movie's name is Megan is Missing, but in the movie, Megan is not missing, the script is missing. Trust me, especially Hollywood, especially Hollywood. Forget about Bollywood, especially Hollywood when it comes to horror movie, they will, market the movie in such a way, and they're very good at marketing, something really paranormal has happened, or there are some real footages which is shown in the movie XYZ. That's how, people market. And that is how, we also believe, because even if we want to watch a movie, if it is based on a true story, then, we get more interested to watch the movie. So that's how they do all this kind of marketing. And to come to a conclusion, there is a movie called as Megan is Missing, and you should not watch that movie at all. You should just not watch the movie at all. So anyone has watched the movie, let me know in the chat, because I would really like to know. Because see, I can be wrong, but I would not suggest my people who watch the live stream, I would never suggest them something wrong. If the movie is bad, and I would not suggest them that you have to watch it. अगर मेरे को बुरा लगा, मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लगा, तो but it is just end of conclusion. So this was the first worst movie which I watched. Now let's go to the next. So what I will do is I will do a combination. I will do one worst movie, and I will do one very good movie. So let's go ahead, and now I will be talking about one of the. It comes in my top 10 list of the best horror movies I have watched so far. So I will tell you the name. But before that, the question which I asked you guys at the start of the live stream is still continuing, and the question is, you can see it on the screen. The Ring. How long? The Ring, the movie. Okay, the horror movie. How long do people have to live after watching the videotape? Let me know in the comments if you know the right answer, and if you have not, then if you have not watched the movie, then I'm really sad, because you guys need to watch it. Yes. So now talking about one good movie, one really good movie. Okay. So basically, there is this movie called as Insidious. 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 It has three parts. The third part is really really bad. I will be very honest, because the third part released last year, and I was really excited because the first two parts were, you can say it was next level in terms of horror, especially for me and for you guys. Whenever you watch a horror movie, always try to watch a horror movie in a theater, because to watch a horror movie, you need that, you know that sound effects. You have to be in that atmosphere to get scared. But inside this movie, I did not watch it when it got released. In fact, when inside this movie got released, it was not even famous. But later on, one of my cousins said, watch this movie. I watched the movie on a laptop with not even a earphone, just a laptop speaker. No sound effects, nothing. And even after watching in that way, I am not telling you I shat my pants. Especially the first part. Especially the first part, I was like no, yaar. I just have to stop watching this movie. But obviously, मेरे में चूल है. So I said, नहीं यार, पूरा देखेंगे. So I completed watching the movie, and I loved it, absolutely loved it. So Insidious, the first part and the second part is my recommendation. You guys need to watch it. If you have not watched it, then you should watch it. I will also give you some Bollywood horror movies which are unknown, which not a lot of people have watched it. And if anyone has watched the movie, what I will be talking about in terms of the Bollywood horror movie, I will consider that person as the true fan of horror. Regardless if it is a Bollywood or Hollywood movie or any language movie, you guys need to watch all kind of horror to get that real feeling, to understand how horror is made in different languages and different countries. I will be talking about that movie, but I was talking about Insidious. In terms of Hollywood, Insidious Part 1 and Part 2 is something really, really, important to watch if you're a horror fan. But I told you there are three parts. Part 1 is good, Part 2 is good. The third part, I would suggest you not to watch it because, yes, there is connection from Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. But if you want to waste your time, then you can watch it. If you don't want to waste your time, then please don't watch it because it does not make any sense. The level of direction from the first movie to the third movie is completely haywire. Like this is different, that is different. So yeah, so that is the Hollywood horror movies. Now let's move ahead. I am not sure. I have invited two guests, but they have not yet come. But anyways, no problem. If whenever they feel comfortable, they can come. We will move ahead and we will go to the next. Now I will give you a Bollywood horror movie. Give me a minute. Let me open my list. So there is a Bollywood horror movie which is not a movie. You can say it's like a series or uh, I don't know how do I consider this, but it is. It's not a series. It is a movie. Yeah, sorry, it's a movie. I'm sorry. I was connecting two different things. It is a movie, and the movie's name is. I will tell you the movie, but I will tell you about the movie first, and then I will tell you the movie's name. So we all know that in the Islam culture there is jinns and they do believe in jinns and there are different kinds of jinns. And today itself in office, my one colleague is there. She was telling me that we should not use the name of the jinns because then it attracts them. And if they follow you, then it will be very difficult for them. It will be very difficult for us to get rid of the jinn. So I'm not going to take the name of the jinn, but this movie is about one particular jinn. Okay, and they are their nature or their type is where they can shape shift. Okay, they can shape shift in a human. They can shape shift in anything, in a human, in a tree, in a cat, in whatever you say. And their biggest thing is that they like to have sexual relationships with humans. So if it is a male, they will have a sexual relationship with the human female, and when the female is pregnant, the female gives birth to a half human, half jinn. That is very scary. And the movie, anyone knows what movie am I talking about? If you guys are a horror fan, then you must know that which movie I'm talking about. But if you don't know, the movie's name is Pari. Yes, a lot of people did not like the movie, but I'm really appreciating that at least in Bollywood, people are trying something different. Yes, the movie overall was not extremely scary, but the storyline, and how they showed in details of what all things happen. If anyone has not watched it, you guys watch this movie called History. From 19 minutes, I'm speaking, so I had to drink water. So sorry, guys. So yeah, I was talking about this movie called as Pari. So Pari. But see, there are a lot of other Bollywood movies, especially horror movies, which are unknown. People don't know about it. So I'm going to talk about one specific movie, but I will talk about it after a while because, as I told you, if someone is a true horror fan, regardless of a Bollywood movie or Hollywood movie, if this person has watched this movie, I will give some special gift for this person because whoever I have spoken to, whoever horror fans I have spoken to, no one has watched this movie. It's a very low budget movie, but trust me, it is one of the creepiest movies you can ever watch. It really gives you goosebumps. I will talk about this movie, but now let's go ahead and let me see what is thoughts of mine saying. Please save this live in YouTube videos list also. Yes, yes, yes. Once the live is over, you just go to my channel. You find it in the live section. So not to worry, not to worry, not to worry. Swati has messaged me. Are you live? I am live from past 30 minutes. Sorry guys, Swati, who's our co-host, she has said I told her that I'm live for past 30 minutes. For past 30 minutes, I'm live and I'm talking and talking and talking and talking. Now it's finally the chance to give you the answer. So the question is the ring, the movie. How long do people have to live after watching the video tape? The answer for this question is 7 days. Yes, 7 days is the answer. Yes, so this was the answer. Now I will ask you guys another question. Stick, just be there on the live stream. If you're just joined in, please don't forget to like the stream. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And let me see which question I can ask you in the next. Just give me a minute. Anyways, if you guys have just joined in, let me know in the chat your favorite horror movie. Maybe we can talk about it. I'm waiting for Swati Rao to join in, then we can talk about it. Uh, Let me see what question I can ask you. Okay, this is a very simple question, and I guess everyone will able to answer this question. Okay, so the question is, please don't Google the question. Okay, if you know, then only tell me. If you don't know, then wait for the answer. I will tell you the answer. Which actor and actress play Ed and Lauren Warren in the Conjuring universe? I need to know what is the actor and actress's name, their real name, not the character names which are Ed and Lauren. So, if you guys know, then please comment below. And if you guys don't know who is Ed and Lauren and don't know the movie Conjuring, then I'm really sorry. You guys need to watch this movie. Let me know in the chats if anyone has watched this movie as well, the Conjuring universe. I will be talking about it, but yes, just give me a minute. Now I will, guys. First of all, let me know if you guys can hear me and if my audio, video, everything is fine. Because Swati is saying that she's trying to join in, but she is not able to. Yeah, Swati, I am waiting for you. The live is working. I just checked at the back end also. Swati is trying to join in. Swati, you just close the window and try to rejoin. Anyways, let's move ahead. Nikita in the chat, she has given me the answer, but I am not going to read it because I want more people to answer, and then I will tell you the final. I will tell you the both the actor and actress's name. But yes, I can see that Nikita has given the right answer, but that is only of the actress. What about the actor? Please do not Google it. Please do not Google it. Uh, let's move ahead. Now, since we are talking about Hollywood, Bollywood horror movies, there is another movie which comes in the worst list. Okay, and now maybe I feel people might even unsubscribe because what name I'm going to take, because apparently this movie comes in like a cult movie. It's like one of the scariest movies of all time, and XYZ, this, that, and all. I will tell you the movie's name. But when I actually was in college, people said, bro, you have to watch this Hollywood movie. It is so creepy and it is so scary and it will, play with your mind and this and that and all. And I was like, okay, tell yeah, I'll just watch it. Let me see. So back then when I was in college, I said, okay, let me try to watch it. I could not get the movie anywhere. I could not download the movie. That time, internet also was not that, you know, crazy as now people are using. So I could not download that. But I don't know, like, I just had that in my mind that I have to watch this movie. I have to watch. And this always happens, when there is an overhype about anything, especially horror movies, it always disappoints. Always disappoints me. But I said, nay, yaar. I researched on Google also. Whenever I research best horror movies, this movie will always come in top five. So I said, like, नहीं यार, like कुछ ना कुछ है भाई ये movie में, so let's try to watch. So it was 4 years before I said, okay, let's try to watch this movie. So when I watched the movie, I started watching the movie. In maybe 30 minutes, I fell off to sleep because it was very slow. And this movie is not like now movie. It's not a recent movie. It's basically a very extremely old movie, but then they say it's an all-time classic. You have to watch it. Blah blah blah. This, that, that. The first time I decided to watch it, I fell off. I said, "Chal, theek hai." Second time, again I fell off. The third time, I said, "No, boss. I have to watch the movie. I have to watch the movie." And then, when I actually completed the movie, it was so boring. Like there were horror elements. The whole setting of the story was horrifying, but I really did not like it, to be honest. And a lot of times I have disagreement with a lot of my friends. They think, how can you not like this movie? You are such a horror fan. You cannot. You cannot. So the movie's name is Shining. Yeah, the movie's name is Shining. I do not like the movie. I know you guys are going to abuse me, but the movie's name is Shining. I just don't like it. Desi horror, Swati, hi everyone, hi, 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 hi. Not able to join the live, it's just showing joining, it does not connect. Try 3 times. Hello, honey, hello, honey. Desi horror, how are you? Honey, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Uh, I am putting the link again in the chat. Swati, I have sent you the link again on WhatsApp. Try to maybe try to join the stream from a different browser, maybe Chrome or Firex, whatever you all have. I don't know what are the names. I just have Google Chrome. So just try to join in from some other link, but try to join in the link which I have just sent to you on the chat, even for Nikita and even for Swati. Yeah. So she has joined in. See? Okay, so Swati has joined in. I'm getting Swati in five, four, three, two, and one.
Hello, hello, everybody.
Hello, hello, hello. There was an
Something
issue, right?
is really wrong with the live because I kept reconnecting, and only the link you sent on the chat worked.
Even on the chat, like, okay, on WhatsApp or on
Here, the one you sent here works.
yeah, maybe that link might be, there might be some issue. This app which I use called as Melon, it anyways gives me a problem. See, now Nikita also has joined, so I'm getting Nikita as well. So Nikita, I'm getting you in five, four, three, two, and one.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi,
Finally,
Nikita.
Hi, how are you?
Living
I
in
saw you're on Instagram. Congrats. And welcome
finally,
to Instagram.
finally, I over started a page.
yeah, finally.
Finally, basically, kuch to kiya. Finally,
Yes.
Yes, and that is what we need to do. We need to keep doing more content together individually so that
Now
the
Desmond is trying to get me on YouTube.
I thought
yes.
you are on YouTube.
I'm not active I post once in a blue moon.
See, Desmond is like the content creator here. He's uploading reels per reels.
He has reels, he has live, he has
Sab kuch.
the
He
some
has
what is
everything.
that Sunday horror night. He's like the
Late
king of
night.
horror.
He has yeah, everything going on.
King
Oh
of
my
horror.
God,
Let's
no.
let's call him the king of horror.
Huh, huh.
Look something. Look who joined.
Oh
Please,
my God. Oh my God. Is it actually Hani Pasha? Is he going to speak today?
I really don't know. I really, really don't know if he's going to speak or he's not going to speak. But he will be there. He will speak. But yes, welcome Nikita and welcome Swati. It's been 30 minutes. I've already spoken about some horror movies. So you guys know that the topic for today is best, and we will be talking about some worst horror movies as well. And talking about worst, Hani left. He just joined in and he left. So oh, again he joined in. Huh? Swati, how is the internet connection in Germany? Is it like good?
No, no, no. Not as good as India at all. The internet here is not very great.
Hmm, okay. Anyways, we will move ahead. I already spoke about.
Yeah, I was listening to your Shining Bakwas.
I agree with him. It's boring. Like the book was so boring.
You're talking about the
What
book or you're talking about the movie?
I'm talking
The
about the movie.
book. Okay, I didn't go to the movie. I went to the book, and I don't know. I find Stephen King very boring.
Oh my God. Oh my
See,
God. I shook.
Stephen King is good. He has some good books and he has some good.
He exaggerates a lot. He takes a whole page to describe one thing.
But did you watch the movie, The Shining?
No, I'm not gonna watch it.
Oh, but the movie
Yeah,
was very good. The way they shot the movie. Of course, it's not everyone's cup of tea because it's a little slower. But the music and the visuals, to some extent, it's like super creepy.
I know the story. I know the entire story. I'm just
but
no
I
point of watching this.
really did not like it, to be honest. Like it was extremely slow. Yeah, I know that the horror elements was there, and the whole
See,
setting was.
Stephen King is slow. Stephen King is very slow. That's what I'm trying to say. He takes forever to come to the point.
I'm getting one more person online. That is Alex. I'm getting Alex in five, four, three, two, and one. Hello, Alex. Good evening. You came at the right time because we are talking about The Shining, and according to me, it is one of the worst movies I have seen. So Swati is disagreeing. Nikita is with me. Now I don't know what's up with you. What is your perspective about this movie?
I've not seen it yet.
Oh my God,
So
it's a
then
classic. Classic.
I know it is like if you are a horror fan, then you have to watch it. But Alex, do not watch it. I can say that.
Okay.
But mat
Mhm.
dekho.
Please
People
don't
all
listen to this
Kill.
podcast. It's such a good movie. I agree that it's not the best of the best, but it's done well. The music, that creepy music that they have. And there is one scene which is with these twins, those twin girls, and they keep
Uh-huh.
appearing all over the hotel. They are so creepy.
yeah, but it's according to me, the story should be great. The story is nice, but I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
That part is correct. It's not like a very I mean, it's nothing great story wise. It's more like, it's more about the setting rather than the story.
Yeah, and then there's nothing interesting that okay, इसके बाद क्या होने वाला है kind of scene like there are some parts, there are some elements, but I don't know, man. Like I did not like the movie to be very honest. It was just disappointing for me. Has that ever happened with you guys that a friend or someone has suggested a movie, especially a horror movie, and they say that, "Bhai, you have to watch this movie, and it's one of the scariest movie, blah blah blah." But when you actually go and watch it, it's like, "ये क्या है यार?" Has that ever happened with you guys?
Many times.
Anything you can remember in terms of the name?
The Nun.
The
Oh,
Nun. But
that
what?
is so boring, man. That movie made me want to go to sleep. Like,
Both parts.
seriously. There is nothing scary in the movie. Like, everything is so dark. They hardly talk. They go so slow. I mean,
Yeah. That was okay, decent. Like I did not get bored. But the interesting part, whenever a horror movie is there and you want to watch it, you should always try to watch it in your theater. Because if you watch it at home, now hundred of distractions will be. You'll pause the movie, you'll go wash hand, eat food, this, that, and also eventually to watch a movie that you, especially a horror movie, you have to concentrate and give your attention like 100%. So none.
but the olden time horror movies were really good. Like The Ring. The Ring was so
Yeah,
scary.
The Ring. Yeah,
Conjuring universe. So scary. Then one more
Ring.
was there, right? What was that?
There was one Chinese-based franchise called as The Grudge. That was
Yes,
also
that was also really scary. I mean, those were good
Yes,
movies.
yes, yes.
What people are making nowadays.
Yes,
nowadays.
especially the sound effect. You remember the sound effect, right? Grudge. That
Yeah,
sound effect.
yeah.
You should watch the Korean horror movies are true horror movies.
I have not watched a lot of Korean movie like horror movies, but yeah, Grudge is I think so. Grudge is Korean or Chinese or Japanese? I don't know.
No,
It's
it's not Chinese. I think Japanese. I'm not sure.
Japanese.
It's been years.
Yeah, I think so. There was like a reboot or something also, but it did not work. Like there was some which like 2009 or 2010 or something. There was a movie which came out. What are the worst movies you guys have seen other than The Shining, especially Swati,
Grudge is Japanese.
Japanese? Huh?
Um,
Any?
are we talking about the worst ones or the best ones in this episode?
It is a mix. We'll go one worst, then we'll go best. One worst, one best, one worst.
So one of the worst. Okay. Actually, there are so many that I'm like, oh my god, that's quite a bit. Okay, has anyone here watched the Hindi movie 1920?
Yes. The first part, na?
Huh.
Yes,
Yeah, I thought
First
it was
part.
all the
horrible.
parts.
Tell me, Swati, do you consider this as a worst movie or best movie?
Horrible. I thought the all of that 1920 thing was really really bad, especially that
You
actress.
serious?
Oh my god.
You
I
like
think
Shining
so.
and you hate 1920?
I
You
think so.
like
Me and
Shining and you
Swati are
hate.
not going to be friends anymore. It is the end of the
No,
life.
I'm talking about the Hindi movie 1920.
I know.
Yes, yes, but it's so scary. It's so awesome. The storyline is so amazing.
No, no,
Only the
What is
first part.
that like 100 points for that. That
Only the first
story
part,
is
but
good.
only the first part.
Yes,
Then
correct, correct, correct.
after that, it got commercialized, and then after that, people put sex and this and that, and also it became rubbish. But the first part, where there is one scene where she goes running, and then after that, the husband finds that the wife eating a cat, and then after that, she goes and she becomes, she just turns
Yes,
around and she
yes,
just
yes,
gets.
yes.
See, obviously, it is the whole movie has been inspired or copied from different scenes from Hollywood, like whatever Exorcist and this that and all. But the whole setup of that 1920 and this and that and all, I though really enjoyed it. And I had bunked college, I remember, and I went with one group of friends and I enjoyed so much. Then I took another group of friends and watched it. So I really enjoyed that. This, but I'm really amazed that Swati did not like it. And why you did not
No, I
like it?
want to
What?
clarify. I want to clarify. 1920 is a good movie. The parts of 1920 are
Ah, that is it.
yeah, like all of them were so bad. When I watched the first movie, I was like, yeah, okay, it's good. Story was nice, and it's rare for a Hindi movie to be good. And they had some scary moments. So I was of the impression that okay, the sequels will also be good. They were horrible.
Yeah,
And
the
also the
sequels and after
the
that everything was
actress,
bad.
yeah, the actress Ada Sharma, right? That's what her name is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she was good initially. Like, when the first part, maybe
Hmm.
she took some training or something, that part she was good, but it's like she forgot the training in the sequels. The actress was really bad in the sequels. Or
No,
was it
the
a
same
actress?
actress was there in the sequel also.
Whoever that person was terrible.
No, no. Only Ada Sharma was only in the first one.
And who was the actress in the other parts?
I don't think so that other Sharma was there in the second or third part. He was there only in the first
Okay,
part.
I need to research.
No, I don't think so. I remember. I see. It's not that I have not watched the other parts. I have watched it, to be honest, because obviously, they will use that same name 1920, and people will get
Ah, ah.
tempted to watch it, and so I have watched it. But you know, similar case of another Bollywood movie which I really enjoyed. Now I don't know if you will consider this as a horror movie or what, but when I actually was watching the movie, I did not know myself that it is a horror movie because I randomly was watching it on TV, and this movie came. The movie's name is Ragini MMS. This is the first part. So I myself did not know that it is a horror
Yes, yes,
movie.
yes.
And then eventually, when I started seeing the movie, and then when Rajkumar Rao, there is one scene where after dying or something, there is a shot where you can see Rajkumar Rao from the mirror's point of view, and then he gets up and he turns, and the camera trick or whatever they do, that creeped me out. And especially if there is, since I'm from Maharashtra also, especially if there is a movie where there is Marathi dialogues, so it really creeps me out. That was one movie. What do you feel? You all like the movie or you didn't like it?
Actually, I thought Ragini MMS was not bad. I had a very, I think people had this impression because that's what I read online at that time, that this movie is more about sex and less about ghosts. So I was like, oh my God, this is some creepy, one of those weird, what is the right way to say it? Like some of these Bhojpuri movies are a little cringy,
Yeah,
right? Like,
B grade movies. Yeah.
yeah. They have a little too much sexual content. So I thought, oh my God, this is probably in one of those categories. So I'm not going to get into it. but I just happened to watch it randomly one day, and it was actually not bad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The first
Yeah,
part was
yeah,
really, really amazing because there is no horror element towards the starting of the movie. It's like
correct, correct. Yeah.
like maybe like a love story or something, and then suddenly it gets twisted from horror, and then towards the end, and apparently they say it is based on a true story, and it actually happened with one of the couples. Now, eventually, after the movie getting released, that the actual female had put a case also on the production house, which was by Ekta Kapoor or something. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
that was the marketing tactic or
Gimmick.
what, but it worked, to be honest. But
Mm-hmm.
talking about disappointment, talking about second part and this, that, and all. So in Mumbai, there are different kinds of people who watch different kinds of movies. So I have a certain amount of friends, they are a very yo kind of people. I call them yo because they only listen to English songs, they'll only watch English movies. If someone plays Bollywood music or someone is watching Bollywood movie, like, oh my god, what are you doing? Like, it's like low standard for them. So this was the incident when Ragini MMS Part 2 was coming. And by the time everyone had watched Part 1 and everyone was excited about it. So I convinced these people, bro, you guys have to watch it because this is not like a normal Bollywood movie. Ragini MMS Part 1 is extremely creepy and it was very original content that time, the first part. So I convinced them and I said that if you guys don't like the movie, I will pay for your tickets also. So there I got first out. That was a biggest horror for me because after we went, after we watched the movie when we came out, they, Alag say they hit me, that is different, but I had to give them money also for the ticket, which was the worst horror thing in my life because I don't know if you guys have watched the second part, but they just brought sex and that Sunny Leon, they just completely
Oh
destroyed
my
the.
God, yes, that famous song, Baby Doll.
That is from that movie?
Yes, it's from Ragini MMS 2, the Baby Doll song.
Oh, I don't know. But they completely destroyed the movie. Actually, Ekta Kapoor, no, she has really done some good, like this horror kind of movies. Like her production house has really done some good. But Ragini MMS, I don't know what they thought and what script they got. But the misconception about the Indian filmmakers and the Indian directors are like, you have to add sex and horror together and then only people will come and watch.
Yes,
But
which is so
no,
very, very weird. Like they shouldn't that shouldn't be the case. It should be a very story-driven movie.
yeah,
They think that okay, put Sunny Leone, put some, sexual content, and people will be like, wow, I want to see this.
no, it's really bad. You should not watch it. There is a person called Jin Chaser horror. What do you think horror TV dramas? Actually, uh, I also watch some dramas from Pakistan, and there is a drama called as Chalawa. If you guys have not watched it, Swati and Nikita, you should watch it. It's like a drama based thing. But obviously, you guys know Chalawa is like a shapeshifter. You can come in different forms, and it's a proper Pakistan-based drama. You guys need to watch it. It's a complete different perspective. Like if you watch like a Hollywood or a Bollywood, you know that this is how the movies are made. But if you watch that thing, it's not a very long series as well, but it is really good. And they have not done extra makeup. If you see the Indian serials, the Indian dramas, especially this Ahat, Z horror show, and especially the Ahat, which was like in 2013, 14, 15, the makeup was so horrible that people used to actually laugh on that. But if you watch this drama from Pakistan called Salawa, it is good. Like it is more raw. It's like more natural. It's more real. The conversations, the stories, and obviously, the budget is not that much, but you'll able to, when you're watching it, you'll able to feel that okay, you're watching something nice and interesting, and something, the story is only different. You guys need to watch it. I would suggest you guys to watch that. So
Never
you
heard
all,
of a Pakistan drama before.
yeah, there are so many dramas in Pakistan.
Where are you watching this? Netflix?
Oh no, YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. Okay, okay.
Yeah, if you go on YouTube and type Pakistani dramas like, there is different genres in this Pakistani dramas or serials, you can call it whatever,
Yeah,
different
serials I
genres.
know, the famous like Saas Bahu types, but I didn't know about, other genres.
Drama, actually they use the word called as drama. It's a serial only. It's like it comes on TV only, but वो लोग drama बोलते हैं. That's the thing.
And what is the name of the best one you watched?
I have watched one. It's called as Salawa.
Only Salava. Okay.
Chalawa. C.
Chalawa. Okay.
Chalawa. Yeah.
And what is Chalawa about?
It is Chalawa. You know the meaning of Chalawa, right?
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking.
So it's basically like a shape shifter who can shift into different forms. And it is also considered in Islam or in their religion that Chalabas are like, who can shape shift and they can take anyone's form. It's one kind of a jinn also. And I should not be taking the name of this jinn because today in the morning only I was at work and one of my colleagues, she also is a Muslim. She only told me that I seen one of your lives and you kept taking the particular jinn's name, and she said that you should not take it because उन लोग कहते हैं कि वो लोग मानते हैं कि that if you keep taking these people's name, it attracts them and then they follow you. So I'm staying alone right now, so I don't want to take it. So please, if I don't come next Sunday live, means kalas. No one has.
I will watch this Chalawa. I haven't seen
Yeah, watch it. It is a drama based, like there is drama, like not like Saas Bahu kind of thing, but it is nice. Like
it.
it will keep you interested. Like okay, ये भी हो सकता है या ये भी होता है, like that kind of thing.
And
The
one movie that, sorry, you were saying something?
Yeah, just reading the
Oh.
chat. He's saying that there is old horror movie called The Others. It's not horror but kind of paranormal. The Others, अभी क्या है ये? It's a Bollywood movie, Hollywood movie, Pakistani movie. Let us know. And Hansi is saying Lalawa, Lalawa. Instead of Chalawa, he's typing Lalawa. Hani is just back, I think so. Okay, yeah. Pati, you can continue.
Yeah, so one movie that I would highly recommend, I'm assuming that you and Nikita would have watched it. Also, it's in Malayalam. It's called Bhuta Kalam. It's on Prime. You can watch it on Prime. I watched it fairly recently, even though the movie
Are you
released in.
serious?
Huh.
It is there on
I
Prime
didn't
because I'm
see
sure.
this.
Sorry?
Are you
I
serious?
didn't
It's
watch
there on
this.
Prime because I'm searching, but it's not there.
I watched it on Prime like 2 months ago.
I've never seen this movie.
On Prime or Hotstar?
And I have Prime.
One of the
Yeah,
Maybe.
If not Prime, check Hotstar.
yeah. Because a lot of people told me to watch it. It's like a slow kill kind of thing
Yes,
where
yes,
towards the end the horror comes out, like something like
yes,
that.
yes. It's a very good movie. It's a Malayalam movie which is very low budget,
Hmm.
which I think works in its favor, because sometimes when these movies have very high budgets, high production value, a lot of VFX, it kind of takes away from the main story. It's more like, okay, you're just trying to add all these effects and scare people. When in
Hmm.
reality, it shouldn't be about that, right? It's more about the feeling it gives you, that kind of uneasiness, and um, when you see shadows, or you see those slight lighting effects, that is way
Hmm.
more scarier than just out and out, like just trying to push effects in your face.
Yeah,
So
because when it is like a low budget, that
yeah.
rawness is still there. Na? If you
Yes,
have too
yes.
much budget, then after that, they'll try to do overacting and then ho gaya.
And they always somehow these very high budget movies with very good production values, all the actors are not good. Like the lead actor will be good because that person will receive the highest remuneration, but the other actors, the supporting cast is usually not very good. But in lower budget movies, because I think mostly they take theater actors or actors who are smaller stars or not stars at all, the entire casting is really good. This is one thing I've noticed between small budget films and the really high budget films. What is Hani Pasha doing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is the thing. And you're talking about, eh, my God, I really got scared. Hani is finally showing his
Hand
face.
reveal.
Hmm.
Oh my
There's
God,
face
after
reveal and now there's hand reveal.
3 years. Oh my God, 3 years. अभी 4 साल होने वाले हैं. Hani, I think so. Hani
Hand
is an Indian.
reveal.
According
Yeah,
to the
face
hand,
reveal. Yes.
according to the hand, what do you feel? It is a girl or it is a male, like
Looks
male
like
or
a
female?
man.
The minute he shows his face, no, I'll take a screenshot. That's finished.
Few
That will be
seconds.
my
Show your face.
yeah, honey. We
Show
demand
your
you to
face.
reveal yourself. Reveal yourself, honey. In the name of
Desmond,
the
what will
life.
you do if he or she shows their face?
Nothing. I'll stop my this YouTube journey. I will end it.
Forever and ever?
Yes, because I told you no that I have started my live stream from the time I started my live stream. He's always been there, and from that time it's a mystery. And I told everyone the minute he shows his face means my journey is over. I will stop my YouTube. I'll be on Instagram. That is different. But YouTube, I don't know if Alex is there or he has just kept it on and he's gone somewhere else. But Alex, you're missing something really important. Hani has revealed his hand. Anyways, let's move ahead
So
talking about
one, that's what I
new.
mentioned, like the low budget horror versus high production movies. That is one thing I've noticed with respect to the casting. The casting is always, I mean, the acting is always really good in the low budget ones. So coming back to Bhutha Kalam, because it is a low budget movie, I feel like they paid a lot of attention to the actors they took. The actors did a very good job. There is only one star in the movie who is Revati, and Revati is the protagonist. I mean, there are two protagonists. She is one of them, but she also being a star, she didn't have, when I watched that movie, I actually forgot that she's Revati, such a big actress. It was like it sucks you in into that small town in Kerala, and this lady is going through a lot. She actually kind of like mesmerizes you into that feel rather than okay, I'm a star.
I have to watch it. I keep reminding myself that I need to watch. I need to watch. But here, my God, see what is he showing, Hani? Can't even be serious and have a conversation. See what Hani is showing. Hani is always, always. I hope you can see Hani, Swati,
I
and
can see. I'm trying to ignore. I'm trying to ignore him.
but you can't ignore it. No, that's the thing. It's very difficult.
And Nikita, you should probably review this movie on your channel.
Yeah, Bhuta Kalam.
Yes, definitely. I need to watch it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. And one more horror movie which is low budget again. I'm mentioning because I think you guys must have not watched it. Also because of
Mm.
the language, you may have not watched it. It's in Telugu. Um, oh God, I was just thinking of the name and it went out of my head. 1 second. Just I was
What is
literally.
that Hadi doing?
He's showing his bottle.
I got it. Yeah. Okay. So this is, guys. Are you paying attention to me or paying
Yes,
attention
yes,
to
yes, yes,
Annie?
yes.
Yeah. So
I
another.
can't.
Huh.
Okay.
You wanted to say something?
No, she was
No,
trying
no,
to
say.
control her laughter because of Hani.
So another horror movie that you may not have watched, also probably because of the language, it's in Telugu. This is a low budget movie, and I actually followed the like after watching the movie, I went through the details as to how much was the budget they made it in and what was the process. This is a first time director, which was a very cool thing because it's very difficult in as you know, usually first time directors they will not take a horror movie as their first movie. It's always a very regular story which can be a commercial success. So I really like that about the director. The second thing being, again, because it was low budget, they tried to keep the visual effects minimal. They had some stuff here and there, but other than that, they tried to keep it minimal. And lastly, it was a proper story driven movie. They had lots of twists and turns, which was like, okay, I don't understand, did something happen in the past, and then it comes to the present, and then it goes to the past. So it kind of gives your the audience like a thriller feel, which is like you're at the edge of your seat because you're a little confused what has happened, is it in the past or present. By the end of it, you're kind of they reveal everything, so you get it. So they've combined thriller with horror, which is really good. This is not on OTT. You can probably use a I'm not sure what it is in India, but in Germany we have this thing called F Movies. So F Movies is basically a third party website where you can watch everything. So in India you have to figure out a way to get this movie because it's on OTT only in Telugu. It's called Masuda.
Masuda.
Yes, Masooda. Masuda.
MASOODA.
Yes, yes, Masuda.
2022.
2022, correct, yes. Either 2022 or 2023, because I watched it fairly recently, like a year ago.
Hmm. 7.2 out of 10 IMD rating.
That's very good for a first time director.
Hmm. So, what is the story you told us?
So
Always.
it goes between past and present. Basically, there is this family that has, I mean, it's not, yeah, it is a family where um, what is the right way to say? So there was a family in the past, a Muslim family, because this story is based in Hyderabad, so there's a lot of Muslim influence in the family. And this family, something would have happened with one of the family members, and then that spirit is haunting the current generation, which is like a young girl. So there's a young girl who's like I think 15, 16, and she is being haunted by this spirit which has come from the past, from this family member, which is like way back in the sense in her father's generation.
Hmm.
And her neighbor is the person who's helping the girl because the girl doesn't have her dad. So the mother and the neighbor are the ones helping this girl, and in this process they have to understand what happened in the past.
Oh, so it's interesting. But
Masuda is really good, and Bhuta Kalam is way more simple because it's not like so many twists and turns. Bhuta Kalam just focuses on one story, but it's more like the uneasiness you get. But Masuda is more like there are twists and turns because of the timeline lapse.
hmm. Just 1 minute, that's what. Hani is saying I did my face reveal. Hani, we did not see anything. We just seen the bottle. You you look like a bottle, then maybe that's your face. But please join in and show your face. He's saying, "You know me, I am human." Yes, Hani. Actually, now Swati and Nikita, I finally believe that Hani is not like a bot account or a fake account or something. He is a normal human being, and he's drunk right now. But anyway, Hani, cheers to you. Continue drinking. We will go ahead. Talking about this Masuda, I don't remember the movie's name at all. You guys tell me if you remember this movie. So one day, this was back when I was in India, okay, and at time we used to not have YouTube and this, it used to be cable. So I have this habit. So whenever I'm sitting for dinner, I have to watch something. So I decided that let me and the food is there on the plate, it's there on the table, but I'm not eating till I don't find something to watch. from switching the channel and changing, and then suddenly one part is like one channel I come across that there is a movie. So it's a South movie, okay, which was obviously dubbed in Hindi, and back then the Sony Max and different channels, especially in Mumbai, they used to dub a lot of the South movies. So the story, I did not watch the complete movie, but what I watched, I will tell you. Let me know if know this movie, what I'm talking about. Because I tried to search a lot, but I did not get. So there is a family, okay? It's a South Indian proper family where the setup is, I think, so Kerala or Chennai, I don't know where exactly. And the family of, like, grandfather, grandmother, then their parents, then they have kids. So it's like a big family, and the setup, especially a South Indian house setup, where in the middle there is like a courtyard, and it is raining, and water is falling in the middle, and then, like, it's like a big house. So all of them are happily living there, but they can experience something supernatural in the house. Like, like, for example, if the mother is in the bedroom, she can see and feel that someone is trying to open the door. Then different incidents are happening in the house. But the strangest part was that every day they used to clean the house. But no matter what, after cleaning the house, next morning when they get up, it's completely full of dirt. And they started getting bad smell in the house. And apparently they say, when you get such bad smell at a particular place, they say that there is possibility that there might be a jinn, or there might be a spirit or whatever. So that concept they used in the movie. But the shocking part was that towards the end, I could not expect a Indian movie to show this kind of imagination when someone was writing this movie, because the end was so creepy. So I told you that this family was there, the house was getting dirty, and they were having incidents where they can see someone opening the door or this, that, and all. But whenever they go, they can't, see anyone. So apparently, the end of this movie is so shocking is that towards the end of the movie, we as audience get to know that the family who was living in that house, they died because of food poisoning, and they didn't know that they were dead, and they were all living there in that house. People who used to come to see the house because that house was on sale, that people used to come and open the door and see the room. But that person used to go there, or this, and the house used to be locked. That is where the dirt every time used to come. So they assume that they have been haunted by spirits, but they didn't know that they were the ghosts, and they were dead, and they did not realize that. That was the end of the movie. Obviously, I did not get the chance to watch the start of the movie, but do you guys know about the movie? What I'm talking? Do you all remember watching any kind of movie like that? Because there are not famous actors. And back then, I used to not watch so much of short movies, so I don't remember. But it's a very obviously when I watched it, it was more than, and now from 5 6 years now, 5 6 years before. So maybe it might be early 2000 movie. Because when you watch the movie, also you can come to know, that it is set in early 2000. Do you all remember anything like this?
No,
No. That really creeps me out. Swati, maybe have
No,
you
no,
watched?
I don't actually. Especially the last part you said, food poisoning.
Yeah, but just imagine, no, like the whole movie is going in such a way that we as an audience are seeing that, okay, this family is a family who's living, and they are having this paranormal activities. But towards the end of the movie, you come to know that they were the ghosts, and people used to come to see the house to buy. They used to open the door, they used to do this, that, and all. And it was very creepy. So it was like two point of view kind of movie. With the first half, maybe they showed the family, and the second half they showed the other point of view. That is quite. But there is one. I will bet anyone. Towards the start of the live stream also, I said I will bet anyone if anyone has watched this movie, I will give a personal gift to that person because this is such an underrated Bollywood movie where it is a copy of an English movie, like the same like 1920. The concept is copied. But this movie, I will tell you, but I will tell you towards the end of the live stream. But it is my all-time favorite. It comes in my top five. So let's go ahead and let me see if there is any other worst movie which we can talk about.
What's the
Uh,
movie? I'm interested now.
I will tell you. I will tell you towards the end of the live. Anyway, just 10-15 minutes only are left. We are already 1 hour, so maybe more 10 minutes, and then I will tell you. But talking about worst movies which came in this 5-10 years, I can immediately quickly tell you there is one movie called as Phone Booth which came 2-3 years before, and one movie called as Booth Police. Just because the movie Stree, which was a low budget movie, did well, and after that Bollywood seen that okay, chalo, let's try to make because horror is working, and then after that back to back all rubbish movies came out. And I feel that the second part of Stree also because it has so much of budget now, because a lot of producers have invested in that. I feel that that is also going to be a disaster. Because when money comes in, no, then the creativity they forget. When money is there, they forget the story only. They will go to different locations, they'll get expensive actors and all, but then they forget uh, the story.
Does Gaslight come under horror? Because that was crap.
I don't know, it does not come under anything, to be honest. Because it was promoted as a horror. Even I watched it. This Sara Ali Khan, no? But disaster, to be honest. Swati, have you watched that movie?
I cannot watch anything with Sara Ali Khan in it.
Why? Itna kya movie? It's not so bad.
I can't imagine she would ever choose a good script. So when I saw the trailer itself, I was like, nope, I can be sure this movie is horrible. And Nikita has confirmed it.
Yeah. No, I think that it's not about them. I think they just get limited options and they just choose. I mean, which movie is like really good? High budget horror films. I don't like any of the high budget horror films. To be honest, I like the old flop horror films.
Ha ha.
They are much more scarier.
Yeah.
Like the
Because they
Raz.
overdo the budget with
Yeah, Raz was there, then Bhoot was there, then some that Tabu's film was also there, right?
Yeah, Vastu
Vastu
Shastra.
Shastra.
Vastu Shastra. Yeah, so those were like good movies, man. Those actresses knew how to act. The film scripts were good.
But
They were
that was
not
made
promoted that
by Ram
much, but
Gopal
it's good.
Verma. That was all made by Ram Gopal Verma. Initially, he used to make good horror movies, but later on, when that Funk and that all different kind of movies which used to come from his side, and it became bad. But yeah, the old school, even the concept, this Darna Zaruri hai and Darna Mana hai. The concept of I don't know which part it is where the friends they go and their tire get punctured and then they're sitting
That
uh,
is Darna Mana hai.
Dharna Mana, that under the bonfire they're sitting and they're talking and about different
Hmm.
stories. Very good concept. But I really like the movie. It's not that I'm not going to deny. I like
Nana Bodyguard's scene
The
was amazing. Nana Bodyguard's story.
Alex. At least give like a say hi or something. I just got scared. I was wondering what happened for Swati.
I
He
just saw
became
Honey came online. Honey
yeah,
came
yeah,
online.
he revealed his this also, hand.
He's drunk. He's flying high as a kite.
Yeah, yeah,
That
that's
is
the
how you
best.
should be. You do chill with everything. Just get drunk.
Yeah,
A good book,
finally,
at least.
finally,
what
yeah. And
Hani
talking,
wrote, no, if you read Hani's words in a very low tone, no, it sounds like a scary this thing dialogue.
Which one?
Hani's words, you read them in a very slow tone, no? It sounds really scary.
Hani himself is scary. That is the scariest part. But yeah, talking about that, even what Alex said, that Nana Patekar scene when Nana Patekar and Vivek Oberoi was there. Eventually, who was the ghost?
That is no
Vivek.
smoking, right?
No, no, no.
नहीं नहीं
Vivek
नहीं नहीं.
Oberoi.
In डरना मना है और डरना जरूरी है. There are different short
Devna
movies,
Mana.
no? In that, Nana Patekar is taking a lift from Vivek Oberoi. Do you remember that scene?
Yeah, I know, I know. He acts like he says he wants to scare
MTV
people,
Bakra.
right?
Yeah. He says I'm from MTV, Bakra, this, that. It was Vivek Oberoi who was the ghost. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But what
Darna
is
Zaruri
interesting,
Hai was crap. Darna Mana Hai was awesome, but their ending was bad. They did not end the movie well.
I like both the
I think
movies.
only that one story was good. Nana Patekar's story. I did not
Yeah.
like any other story.
What was the other stories? That one
There was
story
one
of
with Aftab. Yeah,
After.
same Apple. Aftab, he finds some statue and he has
Yeah,
the
he
power
keeps
to
saying statue. Yeah,
freeze
Aftab was there.
anyone.
That Apple thing was there. Uh, I can't recollect. I need to rewatch it. Swati, have you watched it? Darna Mana and Darna Zaruri
I
Hai.
watched both, but I didn't find either particularly impressive.
Swati, I think so. She has to join the, what is that, where Oscars and all that.
Oh my.
Jury.
The
The,
judges, you mean?
the judges. Because what movies I like, she does not like. What movies she likes, I don't like. So we are in two different teams. That is there for sure. It's like The
I have
Shining.
noticed you like a lot of these commercial movies. Matlab, you like a lot of these horror movies which are very popular and commercial. I'm a more, let's say, the hidden
Independent.
gems and the low budget ones.
नहीं नहीं ऐसा नहीं है. I watched. I'm going to tell you guys one independent hidden gem movie which I don't think so anyone has watched it. I will tell you in some time. What is Hani saying? Okay.
Who is
Anyway,
Natasha?
I don't know. That is the thing. Is someone else there on the call where we can't see and only Hani can see? Is this live also
I
being?
think he's confusing Nikita's name. Instead of Nikita, he put Natasha.
Okay.
Yeah, even I feel the same because he's drunk.
Then for Nikita, instead of 3 a.m. fear podcast, she'll say 3 p.m. fear podcast. So be careful.
If we
But
talk for some more time, it will become 3 a.m.
yeah, for him. What's the time in Germany, by the way?
It is 7:45, 7:47.
That's nice. So, anyways, talking about movies, one question for
Yeah,
everyone.
he's asking 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Where are you from?
Yeah.
So I have a
I'm
question
from
for
India.
all of y'all. Huh? Oh, right. He's asking Natasha. I'm from India.
Yeah, Natasha. Sorry, Nikita. Sorry, Natasha. Where are you from?
Natasha, please answer.
I'm from Karnataka, India. You know what? Actually, for the longest time, my pen name was Natasha.
Oh my
I
God.
started
Oh my
writing
God.
under that
No,
name.
Hani has superpower.
This
Hani has
is
some superpower.
next to impossible that randomly he took a name and that was your name which was called before. Oh,
इसको
this is
बोलते हैं
really,
supernatural powers.
yeah. This can happen only after getting a jinn inside you. Now, what kind of jinn that only Hani knows. Which kind
He
of jinn
showed,
that
I
only
guess, right? He was showing.
He wrote, I have
Yes.
superpowers.
So this is called superpowers when you're able to tell something that we could not even think of.
Yeah. I have superpower, I'm drunk. What is new, Hani? We all know that you're always drunk. So, chill.
So I have a question now for people on the, I mean, Alex, Nikita, Desmond, and people listening, watching. I
Hmm.
mean, do you think so? Horror movies, one, are very different from other genres because other genres, like whether you take romance or true crime thrillers or serious drama or historical fiction, whatever you take,
Hmm.
acting is really important in these movies because they are so story driven. Like that is the crux. So you have to cast very good actors in these genres. But
Hmm.
in the horror genre, it is about other things because the environment matters a lot, the setting matters a lot, the VFX, the light, especially who's controlling the light, the voices, how
Hmm.
realistic can you make the props, everything counts. So do you think in horror movies the acting matters as much as other genres or not really?
Yeah, it always this is eventually the main thing for me in a movie story, and then obviously the acting and the acting, especially of the actor who is maybe the ghost or the main part, the main role. That person has to act really well. He has to convince us that okay, he's been possessed, or this is a ghost, or it's not a ghost, or whatever. So for me, yeah, I don't know about Nikita and Alex.
Yeah, it is important. I mean, you yourself said, right? If Sara Ali Khan is there, you won't watch. So acting plays a very important role.
Yeah.
And I see this is not a horror movie, but if you see Bhul Bhulaiya 1 and 2, I
Hmm.
think 99% of the people will prefer the first one compared to the second one. There is
All
no
right.
ghost, but the suspense and the way that Akshay Kumar acted was a million times better than what Kartik Aaryan did. I
Yeah.
really like Kartik Aaryan, but he did not do it as well as what Akshay Kumar did. Like Akshay Kumar maintained that suspense till the end.
Yeah. There
So
was like a
that
suspense
made
towards the story also, no? That what is this story about and this, that, and also obviously. And talking about acting, like the reason why I like 1920, the first part is because of that actress, the way she acted, eventually once she got possessed and all, that really made the difference. So acting is very
So you
important.
think it's as equally important as any other genre?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Acting, the expressions is always important
Okay,
because
and coming to the same questioning, so in
mm,
other genres, they, I mean, what is the right way to say it? So there is no extra stuff, right, which is happening in other genres. It's like the actors lead the movie and you have twists and turns and blah blah, but there isn't extra stuff. Whereas in horror movies, you have extra stuff like lighting, effects, VFX, multiple things which are not connected to acting. It's connected to the environment. So how important is that for you in a horror movie? Like when you are watching a horror movie, are you the type of person where that is also important, or you're very like, no, I just want a good story and that is good enough for me?
no, yeah, that is also important for me because eventually to make something scary, you need to have the BGM, like the background music. You need to have that full setting, and then only you can make a scary scene with jump scare. Obviously, there are some movies which is story driven and you will get scared of the story. So it's two different aspects for me. And talking about the other genres also there are background music which does not help in the overall story, but obviously it gives a different effect when you're watching the movie. But yeah, for me, when a horror movie is there, that background music is very important. It gives you that extra fear element in a movie. So that is my perspective. What Nikita has to say.
What about Alex? I didn't hear anything from him.
Yeah, Alex will suddenly says, and then I'll get scared again.
Okay,
You see,
he's not live anymore.
you just took his name and then he left.
Have you guys watched the movie Talk to Me?
Yes, yes. Gen
Yeah,
Z.
yeah,
How
yeah.
is it? I'm planning to watch it, watch and
I
review,
didn't.
but I don't know.
Hey, sorry,
How is it?
sorry, Desmond. Network is horrible in Germany.
No problem.
Internet sucks.
No problem. Talk
Yeah,
to
you're
me
asking
movie.
something?
Yeah. Uh, Swati, can you repeat the question if you could?
So my Alex, were you here earlier for the thing?
Yeah, your question was how important is it for the actors to act in a
Yeah, the
horror movie?
question was like when you're comparing to other genres, what is important for you? Does it matter that it should have very good acting in horror plus the setting, the environment? Or is it that okay, if the story is good enough, it's fine for you? Because in other genres, you don't have extra things like VFX and shadows, lighting, background music, all of that. It's pretty much the story is the main thing and the acting is extremely important. Whereas in horror, it has to be a combination, otherwise, it's hard to make a good horror movie. But as an individual, are you somebody who's very particular about everything, or it's like you will like a movie if the story is good?
I would, inclined towards story because story has to be good. Acting comes later. Not that acting can be ignored, but if story is not good, acting is good. That doesn't do justice to the audience. That's my perspective. I think story should be very good.
But there are some movies.
Now, if you see
Forget
13B Hindi movie, amazing story, and I liked that.
the acting also. Yeah. Because there are some movies, regardless if it is a horror movie or any other movie, sometimes the storyline is great, but the acting, if the actor is really good, maybe he also can. I'm not talking about the whole movie, but some scenes may he can give that very powerful impact. So it all depends, story wise, movie wise. So yeah,
So
and
there's
now
another movie that I want to recommend again in the low budget, as you can see my trend. So first one, of course, which is Budakalam, then Masuda. The third one is an Australian movie, which I think I mentioned this in one of the lives, but that was a long time ago. Again, is a low budget movie, and they used the effects and VFX and shadows and lighting is pretty less in this movie. There is enough to scare you because it has to happen in the dark a little bit, but it's not too much. It's called Lake Mungo, and Lake Mungo is an actual place in Australia, so they named it after that. And it's basically a story of a family who loses their daughter. So they lose their daughter in an accident, and it's about how they're trying to recover from that loss. So a lot of the movie is shot in the dark, in the sense like it's usually night or evening, so that's why it has a darker setting. But and it's also a very simple story because there isn't any twist and turn. It's just like, okay, the daughter died in an accident and the family is trying to recover. But the kind of images that they show and the kind of atmosphere that they create, you are a little confused because you're like, wait, is this a ghost, or is this just the family that is grieving, or is this what, like, you're confused what they're trying to say exactly. And then towards the end of the movie, you come away like, as an audience, you come away with that conclusion that yeah, okay, it's probably this and that's it. But when you actually Google the movie, you will see that a lot of fans have started discussing theories about it, and then you get even more confused, like, oh my god, I never even thought about these kind of angles, this could totally be true. So I did that with this movie. I had a conclusion that okay, this is what it is. um I mean, my conclusion was that yes, I think she did. It is a ghost, and she was haunting the
so it
family.
is like an open-end movie or
Open
what,
end,
where
yes,
there is.
yes. So I was of the impression that yeah, okay, she was a ghost and she was haunting the family. Most people will come to that conclusion. Then when you go online, you see so many theories of why she is a ghost, why she was haunting the family, what happened in the middle of the movie that we missed, that kind of thing. And then you, as an audience, start thinking, oh my god, that's true. She did do this. Yeah, the mother did say this. So that is what the movie does really well.
What's the name of the movie?
Lake
Tell me
Mungo.
again. Sorry,
Lake Mungo. Mungo. Mungo.
Lake.
Lake. Lake,
Okay,
matlab
okay.
water body, the lake.
2008 movie. Okay. Joel Anderson, director. Okay, I will watch it tonight. This is a very interesting aspect of storytelling, or if you're writing a story, is that sometimes you should always keep the ending in such a mystery that people talk about it. And that's also a different kind of marketing tactic where obviously when you watch a movie or any story, be it thriller, horror, whatever, if there is an open end conversation about that movie, it becomes interesting as well.
Yeah, yeah, because each person will have their own conclusion, and you never know. And one thing that works really well with the marketing of these movies is fans come up with so many theories that the discussion goes on online, and that'll reach more people, and then more people want to watch it.
Correct. And now it is time for me to tell you what was the movie I was talking about, which is the low budget movie, which no one knows. And if anyone knows this movie, then finish. I'm giving them a gift, a special gift. But before that, we were no, we were not talking about this, but everyone knows the Conjuring universe. So it's a question for Swati, Nikita, Alex, and everyone. The question is already there on the screen. In which film did Annabelle the doll make her debut? If anyone can tell me, think. Please don't go and Google it. Please don't
I
spoil
think it
the
was in
fun.
the Conjuring universe only, right? The Conjuring movies. Annabelle made her debut.
The
Yeah,
Nun.
but which? Nahi yaar. Which part? That is very interesting because it's a very trick question because we have seen the Conjuring universe, obviously not in the proper timeline, but movies have come, in different parts and all. But if you actually sit and watch as per the timeline, it is very interesting to know when the Annabelle doll came and also about the Nun. Before the Nun movie even coming out, in one of the parts of the Conjuring universe, there is a there's just like you can say a 10 seconds brief about the nun, and someone sees the frame, and in the frame there are different nuns, and that nun is being seen in that photograph. So these are like basically all movie quizzes. Swati, do you know? Not about the nun, but the question which is there on the screen. Which
No.
specific movie? Okay. Anyways, you guys research it. People who are watching it, let us know in the chat. Who will be watching it after the live stream ends? Let me know in the comments. I will tell you the answer, but in my next. But now coming to the movie which I was talking about, I bet no one must have watched it. Okay, and
Which movie
before
are you
that,
talking about?
I'm talking about a specific movie. No one has watched it. But uh,
Oh,
let
okay.
me read this chat. Bin Chaser Horror says Blair Witch Project low budget movie, but great
Hmm.
horror.
Okay.
Watch Blair Witch Project.
Blair Witch. Okay.
Yes,
Have you
that
all?
is a very good movie. I was going to mention it when I saw the comment by Jin Chaser. Blair Witch Project is a very good movie. They made very good use of. One is if you Google um I mean, they say it's real, but there's not enough proof to prove that the story is real. But the movie is inspired by this story, Blair Witch. Basically, this witch haunting a family, and the family couldn't get rid of this witch. This movie did a very good job with this fictional but yet real story.
So this Blair Witch is basically a movie where there are some kids who go inside the woods where the movie is all shot on the camera, like a vlogging camera, and it's shown on that point of view, and something happens to them, right?
No, no,
This,
no. This one is just the witch haunting the family.
there is another movie called as Blair Witch.
That is a different one. This Blair Witch one is there's a family in, I think it's England. and they live in this old house. And then I
Ah,
think it's a it's a large family. It's not a small family. And
and
this
this lady is wearing
small,
some black color gown or something.
you never actually see the witch in the sense that you have, yes, she wears a black gown, but you don't actually completely see the witch.
Okay, then I have not seen this movie, and I'm talking about the other movie called as the Blair Witch Project, which was released in the year 1999. Have you guys watched that, the Blair Witch Project?
No, no, just this one, the one Jin Chase was talking about.
Okay,
I heard
Nikita.
about it, but didn't watch. I heard,
Okay,
but didn't watch.
so basically, I'll just share the screen. Just give me a minute. You guys need to watch it. Even this movie, they say that it is the real footage what they have shown, but obviously later on we came to know that they're all actors, because when the movie had actually released in 1999, they had done the marketing in such a way. This is the actual footage. You guys can see the screen. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, we
Yeah, I
can
can
see.
see it's very
You can
small,
see.
but I can see.
Yeah. So this is the movie. It was released. I don't think so if you all have watched it. But now,
No, I
okay, this
didn't.
is a good movie. This is a good movie. This is a bit scary because it is all shot on, like, it's like a not a documentary, but it is a very different kind of movie where they have just showing the footages of the person who is recording. So it's like a recorded found footage which they are showing. So on the same concept, there was a Bollywood movie which was made. This was made, I think so, you can say in 2005, 2006. I will tell you the movie's name. Same concept where there are some college students. It is the final year and they are going to one of your friend's farmhouse, and the farmhouse is somewhere inside the woods, where in the middle there is the farmhouse, and around everything is only jungle, and it's somewhere in the hilly area or something, and they go there for the weekend and something happens. The concept, the storyline is similar to this movie called as the Blair Witch Project, and all unknown actors are there. Only one actor, he's a stand-up comedian now. His name is Varun Thakur. If you guys know him, Varun Thakur, he is there. He only I know this person. So if you have guys seen the movie called as Ragini MMS Part One, that time we didn't know who was Rajkumar Rao. It was like a very raw kind of movie where we didn't know the actors, the audio quality is bad, the video quality is bad. This movie also what I'm talking about. That is also extremely bad. Like the camera is not really good. Very extremely low budget. But since Swati asked us the question about acting, is acting really important and background music is really important? In this movie, background music is not so much. It does not have jump scares. It does not have the proper BGM like a high production company movie will have. Basic minimum, the natural sounds of doors banging or someone screaming or this that, and also this college students, they go to this farmhouse. They try to do their project, but something else happens to them, and they themselves don't know. Because if few friends are sitting in one room, something is happening in another room, and they don't know. And eventually, in that same house, they are in different corners, and at the same time, something is happening with each other, and then eventually, one by one, all the friends go missing. Same concept like this Blair Witch Project, but I can only say one thing, that the story, the way the director has directed it, and the way the actor has acted in the movie, especially one female. I'm not going to tell you which female. There are two, three females, but one female in the movie they showed her like she's a very shy, innocent girl, where her parents don't like this overnight picnic and all, but just because the college friends forced her and it's a college project, came. She doesn't want to drink. She was sitting quietly and all. But the change of her character when she actually gets possessed and the way she has acted, I'm telling you, I watched it in a small, phone, not even a phone. At that time, back then, the iPod used to be there. So it was one of my cousin sister's iPod, and she had put that movie, and I was just watching it with my earphones in the night. I'm telling you, I got so scared watching that movie. It is my all-time favorite. And the movie's name, the final reveal of the movie, the movie's name is Question Mark. So if you go and search it on YouTube, you'll easily get it. Just type question mark horror movie. Okay. Eventually, you will like the movie. Obviously, when you start watching the movie, you'll say, "Yeah, like obviously you'll feel it like a B grade kind of movie." But just watch the movie if you love horror and watch the movie. If you want to see really good acting. So I would suggest whoever is watching, watch this movie, including Swati, Nikita, and Alex, whenever you all have time. Maybe in our next
Yeah,
live
sure.
stream, we can we can actually discuss about a very bare minimum people know about this movie. So, anyways, we are done for the tonight's live stream. It's almost 1 hour 40 minutes. So, any last words with Swati or Alex would like to say?
Can
I have a new list of movies to watch now.
yeah, can we just go through the number of movies suggested?
Wait, first answer my this thing. How was the movie Talk to Me?
Talk to me
Gen
is
Z, a little too Gen Z.
very Gen Z kind of. It, for me, I did not like it. Like I did not connect with the movie. But it's a one-time watch, so you can watch it.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, you can watch it. It's not
I mean, if
bad.
you are going to choose between Talk to Me and the list we gave you today, obviously choose the list we gave you today. Talk to Me would go very low in that list.
Yeah, first go to Bhuta column. That will be the
Okay.
number.
Huh, so let's go over the list so that we know. So one is Bhuta Kalam, Chalava, right? Chalava.
Yeah, Chalawa the Pakistani drama.
Okay, so Bhuta Kalam, Chalava, Blair Witch Project, even the one including 1999, right?
Yes, yeah, the Blair Witch Project. That is called the Blair. Actually, even Jin Jason
Yes,
is saying
both are
same.
called Blair Witch Project, except that one is not 1999, it's later.
Okay, okay.
So both you're saying, the old one and the new one,
Yeah.
um, Ragini
Lake
MMS,
first part, only
first
first
part,
part.
only first part, 1920, only the first part,
Yeah. Masuda.
Masuda, Lake Mungo,
Hmm.
um, Darna Mana hai, right?
डरना मना है डरना जरूरी है
But Zaruri Hai was terrible, so Darna Mana hai.
Okay.
And Shining, but that is again controversial because some say yes, some say no.
That I will not put in the worst list.
And anything else we missed out?
No, and the top three. Top three. Actually, you cannot rate this, but for people who are listening, there are three people who do horror. That is Swati, Nikita, and myself. If you don't have any movies to watch, then please consume our content. It is there on Instagram, on audio platforms, on YouTube, everywhere. Nikita's and Swati's details are there in the description. Swati has her channel called as Desi Horror Podcast, and Nikita has not Nikita. Natasha has her, this has called as 3 a.m. Fear Podcast. So go check our
No,
content.
call me Nikita. Otherwise, they'll go looking for Natasha and they are
Yeah,
never going to find me.
sorry, I forgot it's social media. You can do anything. Yeah, Nikita. Nikita 3 a.m. Fear Podcast. Swati, Desi Horror Podcast, and Desmond as well. So yeah, this is the top three suggestions. And उसके बाद जो देखने का आप देख लो. That you all can do whatever you want.
We'll do a
Correct.
part two of this after a few weeks.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
there's more. I have more.
yeah.
Or
We
the
will.
low budget ones I have.
We will do part two. We will do part two of this as well. We'll watch some more movies, and then maybe we can do part two where we'll not talk about Bollywood or Hollywood. We'll talk about different languages. Like in Turkish also, I did one proper episode about this movie called is Dabe. It's a Turkish horror movie which is there on Netflix. So we will discuss about that as well. I have an episode also made on my channel where I have spoken in
How do
detail
you
about
spell this?
DABBAE, I think.
Dade.
DABBE.
Dabe. Okay, okay.
I was calling it Dabbe first, but then someone said
Dabe. Okay, got it. Okay, so that
Dabbe,
we will add
Dabbe.
also to this list. Dabe.
Yeah, but if you want to watch Dabbe, then there are 4, 5, parts. Just message me. I'll tell you which part to watch.
Oh my god, that means the first part is not the best.
Like it's good, but out of that one part is really creepy as hell. If we have 5 minutes, I will tell you, and otherwise you can watch that episode. I'll give you the link. It's like a 10 minutes episode. Me and my one cousin had done in detail. We have spoken about it, but I'll only give you one gist about that movie. That any movie which is being made, either Hollywood, Bollywood, anywhere, and it has been released in theaters, it has to pass that A certificate or US certificate or whatever, and the censor board is there, and they will cut different parts. You cannot show, killing. You cannot show a lot of things, and that is how filmmakers make the movie. But this movie, I'm telling you, if you want to learn about black magic, if you want to know in detail how a family is being cursed, about black magic, and I'll just give you one small gist where the movie is about a family being possessed, and the family, someone has put a spell on that, and one priest comes, okay, to the house, and he goes to the washroom, and he tries to break the washroom, okay, and he breaks the washroom. There is dead, how do I say, all dead animal parts, okay, and it is actually shown in the movie that he's rooming. There is like a goat ka head with the tongue and blood. He's kept it on one cloth. Then he has removed the different parts of goat and this and that and also in detail. So either you watching that movie, or either you will just stop watching that movie because it's that creepy to that level, and it is on Netflix. And Netflix, they don't have anything. They can show anything whatever they want. Obviously, it is not in. I don't think so. It's there in India. Luckily, it is there in the country where I live. But my top most suggestion, if you all want to watch a movie this weekend, watch Dabbe the Possession. Dabbe the Possession. There's Dabbe something blah blah blah, but Dabbe the Possession. You should watch it. But before that, watch my episode so you will get to know in detail about it. Or maybe after watching the movie, then watch my episode because me and my cousin is spoken in detail about that. So
Got it. So we'll add Dabe to today's list.
yeah, Namia has replied. Namia Naeem. In the first Conjuring movie where Annabelle was rocking on chair. Yes, Namia has finally
Oh my
answered.
god, I said this. I said the first movie.
No, but you did not say
Correct, correct.
properly in the
Yeah,
chair.
correct, correct.
Yeah.
I didn't say the exact time. Yes.
In the first Conjuring movie where Annabelle was rocking on the chair. Oh my god. So yeah, Dabbe is one movie. They speak everything about Islam and how the jinns, they are there and X Y Z and this that and all. Maybe for the next part two we will talk about this in detail. But for now we shall end the live stream. Anything you guys need to say, Swati, Nikita?
Stay low budget for horror. That is the takeaway.
Yeah, and
Yes.
and let's try
Drama
to
nahi karne
find,
ka. Stay low budget. Keep it simple.
yeah, well, let's try to find such kind of movies in our next part where we talk about the non-commercial movies.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you everyone who has joined in, and thank you everyone who will be watching this after the live stream as well. Thank
Thank
you
you, guys.
everyone. Thank you,
Bye.
Alex. Thank you, Hani. Thank you, Namya, Jin, Chaser, whoever has joined in. It was really fun. We shall do our next conversation style live stream next Tuesday, but I have also started something new on my channel called as the Late Night Horror Show. It's a radio kind of horror show where you just need to listen to the stories. No unwanted conversation. That happens on Sunday. And do you all want to plug in anything, Swati or Nikita? Any episodes are coming out on your channel, or you want to tell anything about the next episode, what is coming out?
I'm planning to get onto YouTube. After that, I definitely will. First, let
Yes.
me get onto YouTube.
And please start with your live stream. Do not feel shy. Both of you all, Swati and Nikita, you all need to face the camera. So
I'm
please
working on my backdrop. I need a scary backdrop.
forget the backdrop. First you start, then slowly, slowly things will go ahead. Start
I
at
just
least.
have a plain wall, nothing
No
else.
problem. People are not going to watch the background. People are coming to
But,
watch you and your
that
story.
that was the takeaway, no, of today's live. Keep it low budget, keep it simple, ज़्यादा नहीं करने का.
Correct. Low budget. Very simple.
Oh, this is the perfect live stream for it.
हाँ हाँ.
Yeah.
And on Sunday, like as Desmond is saying, that we can tell you what is coming up. So what is coming up on Desi Horror is a real life incident that happened in Hyderabad. So that will be
Hmm.
shared on Sunday night. If people are from Hyderabad or like Hyderabad, you should listen to the story because it's about a family that is no longer alive and what happened to that family.
Oh my God. And I'll be excited to
Jesus
watch.
Lord, that sounds scary.
I'll also be excited. Anyways, I also would like to plug in. So I also I'm also planning to go into the true crime genre. And my first case is which happened this month only. Most probably, I will be releasing it tomorrow or the after tomorrow, where the CEO based in from Bangalore who killed her 4-year-old son in Goa. So
AICU.
I have covered that story.
Yeah,
I've done the recording. I have to just complete my editing, and hopefully, maybe tomorrow or the after tomorrow, I'll upload it on my channel. So a lot of variations which will be coming from my side as well through crime, horror, podcast, live, this
you're
that.
shifting from horror to true crime.
Yeah, not shifting, but I'm just adding true crime as well because I just thought let me expand with horror
I'm
and with
shifting from true crime to horror.
yeah.
I'm leaving true crime.
I don't think I ever shifted. I just stuck to horror.
No, but we can always expand that. Yeah, we can also have a live stream about talking about these cases, through crime cases, or in particular about one possession case. We can just pick one case we can talk about. There will be a
You
hundred.
guys join me. You guys
Yeah,
join me on a true crime live stream then.
हाँ हाँ,
that is
Let's
invite
there.
us.
do a true crime.
When are you planning to start? We will come. That is there. Just for every
Let me go to
each.
Yeah, we'll support.
Bangalore. I need my backdrop.
What Alex said.
No, no, we'll definitely support it. Where are you right now, Nikita? I thought you were in India.
I'm in India. I'm in Bangalore.
Oh, Bangalore.
My
That is my
I'm
native
in,
place.
yeah. Oh
I'm from
really?
Bangalore, yeah.
Where where
Gurpur.
in Bangalore?
Gurpur.
Okay, I'm from Udupi.
Udupi is another district altogether. Like where I live, it is
Yeah.
50 kilometers away. So, but Bangalore is good. I've been to Machli. I miss Indian food actually.
Uh,
The food in India, though.
yeah.
What do you say,
Yes,
Desmond?
I'm
Let's do
here.
a food food vlog as well.
Why
I'm
not?
just kidding.
And if the food is bad, then it will become horror. Somehow
Please
we'll
don't
bring
make
the
us
horror
hungry
element.
now. The feelings are changed from scared to hunger now.
Obviously, I'm missing Indian food.
Yeah.
Don't remind me of food, otherwise I'll go hunting for food now in the middle of the night.
But I
No,
mean,
now
Mango
you
is
know what you
releasing
need
that
to hunt,
movie.
Nikita. You need to hunt a background. So go and hunt background immediately. Before the month end, please let's start another live stream on your channel where we can talk about true crime or something. It's really
You
interesting.
can also cover the black magic crime
We
which
did
happened in
actually,
Kerala.
Alex. We did one episode on this.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll keep
Yeah,
covering it.
we did
We
one.
will
We'll
keep.
do it again. I
They
think that
killed the
episode is
lady and they
not there.
cooked that lady and they were eating something of that sort. This happened in Kerala six,
Oh
seven
my
years back.
god.
Yeah,
Yeah, there are so many things, and maybe Swati, I don't know if you want to go to true crime or something, but let's see. We can plan something together as well where we can do. Let's wait for Nikita to find her background. Then we can do.
Yes, we will meet in the next live Nikita channel.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Thanks,
Let's
everybody.
plan.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
thank
Good
you.
Thank
night.
you.
Good night.
Thank you, Hani. Hani is drunk. Okay, so see you guys next live stream.
Money is
Ciao.
Okay.
always high. Bye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night.